So first, you got a righty pitcher, lefty pitcher on the mound. Doesn't matter, right? You're gonna get your sign from your third base coach, like with your left foot on the bag, right? You want to be to the back of the bag, like on the far end of the corner, right? So think about this: the foot on the bag is the foot that goes first. That makes sense? All right. So once you get your sign from the coach, right? You're already at the back of the bag. Stay here. Keep your line right here. Let the first baseman have the front of the bag. You take the back of the bag. So all you're gonna do, you're gonna get out to a 3-step lead, right? Left foot goes first. 1, 2, 3. Square up. Now I square my shoulders, right? You want to take the first 3 steps when the pitcher's looking in to get his sign. Make sense? All right. So now I'm out to my 3-step lead. I keep my feet active and busy. I don't want to get out here and then just like sit here like I'm stuck in the ground. So just a little movement with your feet just to keep your feet active, right? Newton's law, an object in motion stays in motion, right? All right, so that's your 3-step lead. That's how we get out to a 3. Got it? 4-step lead, same rules apply. Left foot's gonna go first. I get my sign from the third base coach. When the pitcher's looking in to get his sign from the catcher, I get out to my 3, right? When he's looking in, as he's come set, when he's not looking at me, I take the 4th. So I get a little shuffle right here. Now I'm out to a 4-step lead. Understand? So that's how you establish your 4-step and your 3-step leads. All right? Now, if I get out to a 3 and the pitcher steps off to throw over, right? I get out to my 3, pitcher steps off to throw over, it's gonna take me 3 steps to get back. I know how many steps I am off the bag. So he steps off to come over. 1, 2, 3. Notice when I come back, now my back is to the pitcher and I'm looking in the foul territory because if he makes a bad throw, I'll see it. And I don't need the coach to tell me to go. I can see that the throw is bad and I can just take off and head for second base, right? I get out to a 4. 1, 2, 3. I get out to my 4 and he comes over. It's a step and a dive to get back to the bag from here. And I'm diving to the back of the bag. So I took my lead from the back of the bag. I'm diving back to the back of the bag. So he comes over, it's a step, and I dive back. I turn my head, again, because I can see if the throw is bad, I know I can get up and go, right? Another thing about when I dive back, right? If I end up having to dive back to the bag, when I get up, I keep my hand on the bag, and I get up that way. Because if you're safe getting back, first baseman keeps the tag on you, and any part of your body lets go of the bag and the tag is still on you, you go from safe to out. That makes sense? All right. So that's pretty much 3 and 4-step leads and getting back. So now, steal breaks. When you're dealing with a right-handed pitcher, there's different things that you can key in on to like try to get a read to get a jump, right? Can you steal from a 3-step lead? Absolutely. Can you steal from a 4-step lead? Absolutely, right? So the size of the lead doesn't really matter. It's about how well you pick up certain keys that you pick up from your pitcher, right? So for a right-handed pitcher to throw over to first base, he's got to step off with his back foot, right? So that's one key. You might be a guy that looks at feet, right? Some will argue pitchers can do some funny things with their feet, so keying in on the feet might throw you off, but that was a key that I keyed in on. I keyed in on feet. If I saw the back foot move, I knew to just get back. Whether he threw over or not, I was getting back, right? The front foot lifts, I would take off if I had the steal sign if I knew I was going to go, right? So that's one key. The back foot moves, he's coming over. Whether he throws it or not, get back, right? You can key in on the shoulder, right? So here we go. I come set, right? I got back foot. If that moves, he's throwing over, maybe not, but you get back, right? If he just comes over this way, he has to throw over. If he turns like he has to throw over. So get back. So that's the feet. The shoulder. If I come set and my front shoulder opens up to first base, I'm coming over, right? So you might key in on the front shoulder. If the front shoulder opens up, get back, okay? Outside of that, certain pitchers might have other little tells. Some pitchers may come set, and when they're going to the plate, yeah, you can see the front foot lift, So I know he's going to the plate. Some pitchers don't realize it, but they might have a little like knee buckle or something that happens before they decide to go to the plate. Little things like that is what you're looking for. That makes sense? That's with a righty. With a lefty, things are a little different because the pitcher now is looking right at you, right? So the way I take the guesswork out of like getting out to my lead and dealing with lefties, I'm going on first move. Simple, right? Because I can sit here and tell you that most lefties, if they're looking at first base, tend to throw the ball to the plate. And you could key in on that, but that's not always accurate because some lefties might switch it. They might look at you and throw over, right? Some lefties, when they're looking at home, tend to throw over. But again, they could switch that and they could look at home and go home, right? So you can't necessarily key in on that kind of thing, but some pitchers do fall into that pattern, right? For me, the best way to deal with a lefty, go on first move, right? And with lefties, I would play it safe, get out to a 3-step lead, right? Because I don't want him to throw over. I want him to think that he's got me fooled, that I don't have a read on his move. So I'll get out to a safe lead. He's like, he ain't going nowhere from a 3, but I know I'm going first move. So first move means lefty pitcher, he comes set, anything moves. Shoulder twitch, anything. I'm going. I don't care. Any kind of twitch, go. Why? Because for a lefty, he's looking right at you. You go on any kind of first move, you break. First, it's like, oh, he broke. He still has to throw over, right? So now, once that happens, a lot has to go right. The throw from the pitcher has to be right. The first baseman's got to know to come get the throw and meet it, right? That's taking time. Then the first baseman's got to get his feet together to make an accurate throw down to second base. The shortstop has to know to come in and meet the throw, and we still got to get a tag down. So a lot has to go right while you're running, sprinting down the line. So I would rather take my chances and bank on one of the throws being bad, somebody being late to get to where they need to be, which gives me time to safely get into the bag at second base. And when I slide in, I'm sliding to the back of the bag also. Make sense? So with lefties, just go first move. Okay? So a way you can kind of play with lefties to kind of like bait them into like going and like rocking them to sleep, you can take a 3-step lead, right? And then take what we consider a one-way lead. So I'm out to this 3, but I'm leaning towards first, and no matter what he does, my first move is going to be to go back, and then I might get out to my secondary, right? So what is that doing? If I do this a couple of times, you're a lefty pitcher, and you see me do this a couple of times, what are you thinking? That I don't have it. I don't have your move down, right? So I do this like 2-3 times. It's like, oh, I got him. Okay, cool. Now the third time when you do it, first move, I go. Now it's like, oh, shoot. You see what I'm saying? So you can bait him into like not throwing over, thinking he's got you, and you don't have a read on his move, and then you go, right? So that's the only difference with lefties. Just like to take any guessing out of it, just go first move. That's it. Just go first move. If you get the steal sign, just go. Don't hesitate. Got it? All right, so we're gonna work the steal breaks with a righty. We're gonna work them with a lefty. Everybody will go through 3 times, and then we'll be done with that. Cool? One last thing. Just remember, make sure, just to review it, you get out to your 3, keep your feet moving. Even if you get out to a 4, keep your feet moving. Understand? So that way when you break, you're not breaking from a standstill. You got some momentum. All right, so when we do it, you'll take off, sprint down to second base. All right?